I was forced to eat cat litter. My name is Gabriel Fernandez, and this is my story. Since birth, my mother gave me to my grandparents because she felt no love towards me. I grew up surrounded by my grandparents, uncles, aunts, cousins, and siblings. At the age of 7, my mother, Pearl, obtained custody of me. I learned to live with her new partner, and my 2 half-siblings. When I started attending a new school, the teacher reported to social services that I had bruises on my body. I asked her if it was normal to bleed when my mother hit me with a belt. When I got home, I was locked in a closet and beaten with a belt or sometimes a wooden bat. I was also humiliated repeatedly by being forced to wear girls' clothes to school, which my mother and her partner found amusing. One day, my mother decided to punish me more severely and forced me to eat my own vomit as well as to eat from the cat litter box. I was at the end of my rope. I no longer wanted to live, and dying seemed like the only solution, so I wrote a suicide letter while at school. Social services eventually intervened with my mother but found no signs of abuse towards me. They asked my mother and stepfather if I had been a victim of anything, but of course, they both denied it. In the following days, I arrived at school several times with a swollen face, black eye, belt marks, shaved hair, and still dressed as a girl. The school alerted social services several times with no response from them. One day the teacher asked us to make a gift for our mothers for Mother's Day by writing a nice text. Mine was, "I will be good. You are a loving mother and I love you because you are beautiful." On May 22, 2013, I was brutally beaten to death because I had not cleaned my toys properly. When emergency services arrived, they found me naked with rope marks on my ankles, burns, and bruises all over my body. I was in respiratory arrest, had multiple skull fractures, broken ribs, and BB pellets embedded in my body, one of which had lodged in one of my lungs and groin. 2 days later, I died from my injuries at the age of 8, after spending only 8 months with my mother. My stepfather was sentenced to death and my mother was sentenced to life in prison. If you also want to support the stories of other people, consider subscribing.